Hey everybody, welcome to KimmelsIrishPub.com. As you know, this is a movie review about the Polka King. Probably never heard of it. And even more exciting, I have my beautiful wife as a co-host.
Hi.
Now, for some of you, you might think this is the first time we're doing it. It's actually the second time. We haven't released the first video yet. That's to come. But this will be our second attempt. Might be the first time you see us together, so we'll be even more polished. Are you excited? Me too. If you want to see the bloopers, just click on the button. No, I think I put the button down there. It's the thumbs up thing. You just click on that and you can see the bloopers from all of our excerpts, right?
Really? Yes.
Yes, see?
Yep.
See that thumb there, and you just click on that and you see
right,
bloopers,
right? Uh-huh. And
yeah.
subscribe.
And subscribe will get you the extra bonus scenes, you know, of like, I can't even tell you. You just click on it and find out. Anyway, back to the Polka King. Enough of the banter. But the Polka King is very close and near and dear to our hearts because, one, well, my wife actually kind of lived it a little bit. She knew Jan Lewan. Not personally, but
No.
your dad knew him.
Mm-hmm.
They had shops next to each other. So he's the Polka King who just went around and had polka parties, you know, essentially. And then did what they call like a pyramid scheme or Ponzi scheme. You know, he had people invest in his polka and really planned on paying these people back. They invested and he was going to pay them back, and that's the definition of a Ponzi scheme. They kept investing and he would pay other people with other people's investments, and he never made enough money to pay everybody back. He ended up going to prison, but he's a very charismatic guy, and the interesting part is I actually work with his ex-wife. So in this movie is Jack Black, and that's Jan Lewan, that's who he's playing. And Jenny Slate plays his wife. And I am friends and work with his wife. And if you don't believe me, that's right, that's a Jack Black autograph that she was able to obtain for me. And this is the pen that he used to sign it. So pretty excited about this. I'm excited for her. It went straight to Netflix, which is great, so we can all watch it right now. And my wife and I are going to give you a review on it. So you got a little insight on what it's about, but stick around and we'll go into it a little bit more in a little while, unless you have something to add at this point.
No, I'm excited.
She's excited. You should be excited too. Stick around. We'll be back. See you in a flash. Hey everybody. No check-ins on this one. We're right at the credits. I don't think that it was necessary to do any check-ins on this. I think we set you up with what the synopsis is, and we're going to finish it out with what we thought of the film. But before we do that, I really want to quickly mention, because I forgot to do this in the beginning, IMDb has it at a 5.7. Rotten Tomatoes, 63% from the critics and 80% from the audience. So decent ratings, at least from Rotten Tomatoes, not so much in IMDb, but they're the ratings. None of that matters. It's what we say that matters. And I'll go first if you don't mind. But the one thing I did want to mention was I am not a Jason Schwartzman fan. I forgot to mention he's in this film. I have not liked him in any movie that he was in. I don't know why. But to be honest with you, I liked him in this film. I really did. You know, that's one piece of the film that I liked the movie, but that was one thing that really stood out to me. As far as the film goes, from my perspective, it's hard to judge because, you know, of knowing the people who were in the film and knowing, you know, who plays Jan Lewan's wife. I know her really well, and to see her portrayed on stage. And there's a documentary about this whole thing that I also watched, so I feel close. It takes place in Hazleton, which is actually where I work. So it's hard to separate the actual film from real life and make criticisms or things about the film when you're that connected to it. So it makes it difficult to judge the film. I don't know if there's anything you want to add at this point.
Well, it's, you know...
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
No, it's, well, you know, born and raised in Hazleton, and I lived through the whole, like, history of that, and, you know, I feel like I could see maybe from people's point of view that they may not enjoy the movie so much, like, they're not connected to it. It might seem a little, like, outlandish that this stuff really happened, and that it's kind of weird, like the whole the polka scene and everything. But personally, I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was, you know, there's not really too much that really shines a spotlight on Hazelton. And although there was not really for positive things, I feel like that Jan Luan was positive. And I feel that it shows like his good intentions just, you know, got him like way over his head, and he couldn't help it. It was just like going deeper and deeper and deeper. But like just to see, you know, a little bit more about like the behind the scenes, I guess, you know, how he was feeling, because it was all mystery. We just saw the Polka King just, you know, doing his thing and always everywhere doing stuff. So it was pretty wild. I felt like a couple moments like just like flash back, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and you know, throughout the film, Joelle was giggling because of how real it was to you. The things that she would see. He had a gift shop, a Polish gift shop, right, with all knickknacks and things like that. And Joelle mentioned that's exactly what the shop looked like when you walked into it.
The commercials.
Right, all the commercials that they filmed for it. I remember you telling me about that. The magazine, that was there too. And they show some real live footage at the end. So you know, that I'm a big fan of that. Joelle's dad actually had a shop right next to him, so her dad interacted with him on a regular basis. So yeah, as you said, it's real life. And when you watch the documentary, and also you know when I talk to his ex-wife, you really get the sense that, as you said, he really cared. He really thought he was doing something good. He wanted people to invest in him. He wanted to be, and he had kindness in his heart. And they portrayed that in the movie. They made it really seem like they do in the documentary. And what everybody says is he's a lovable guy, and he really cares for other people. He doesn't want to do anybody harm. And he got in over his head, you know.
Got excited about seeing the potential and actually making it, because you see like how hard he worked with those odd jobs and everything, like doing a show on stage and then like going and like washing dishes or something afterwards. Like he worked so hard and he was excited, and yeah, it just kind of ran away with him.
Right. And I mean, like there's a point, you know, where he, I don't want to spoil it for you and everything like that, but you know, obviously when you're doing a Ponzi scheme, you run the risk of getting in trouble. And
really?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
But you know, there's always that potential there, and there's a point probably when you realize that potential and you could run. You know, you could run and hide if you know you're going to get in trouble. He never chose to do that. He really felt that he wasn't doing anything wrong, that he was going to eventually pay these people back, and everything would have been great, and he would have built his polka empire. So for, how about a rating?
So out of what, 10?
Out of 10.
I would give it a 9.
Whoa, a 9!
I would.
I know. She's going to give it a 9. She would.
I would.
So, yeah. Okay.
How about you?
I was going to go in the 7 area.
No, that's fine.
Thanks. It was good, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the other thing too, not knowing, like, because some of it we know to be true. It was in the documentary. We have a relationship with these people, and we know what is true. And there's some things that I don't know if it was true or not.
Right. Could have just to make it a good story.
Right. It seemed far-fetched, but we don't know. That could actually be true.
Some of the truest things seems very far-fetched if you didn't know. So.
Yeah. But I love Jack Black in the movie. You know, I mean, you know, this is the pen, and this is his autograph that he gave me. What?
They saw.
Oh, you saw this? Okay. Just in case, you know. I just wanted to show it again. But I urge everybody, it's on Netflix, so if you have Netflix, it costs you nothing. It's only an hour and a half long. Watch it. Let me know what you think. You know, we'd love to hear what your thoughts are about the film. And keep in mind that it really did happen. And, of course, it says it right in the beginning. And it happened in northeastern Pennsylvania in Hazelton. So we had the Polka King and 7 episodes of Cops.
Right.
Hazelton. Yeah. So, any final words? Or?
No. I think we said it all. I know I did.
Yeah, she said it all. She did a great job. Also, let us know how we're doing as, you know, co-hosting movie review at Kimmel's Irish Pub. And don't forget to check out the bloopers by clicking on that thumb thing that shows you all the bloopers. It's hilarious. This is all.
It unlocks everything.
It unlocks everything. You might get a Bitcoin.
Oh.
I don't know.
Wow,
I don't know. If you watch this 17 times, you'll get a Bitcoin maybe. It's like mining, I say.
Oh.
No, but click that thumbs up. You'll get the bloopers because this is all post-edited and, flawless. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Love to hear some comments. And thanks for tuning in. KimmelsIrishPub.com.
See ya.